Inside EKU Sports, brought to you by Jimmy John's. Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Jimmy John's, freaky fast, freaky fresh. Welcome to Inside EKU Sports, a production of EKU Athletics. We begin today with softball. Megan Ink, an assistant coach, is with us as EKU heads for conference play after playing all those weekend round robins. Megan, how did you think the team did in preparation for going into league play?
League play is right here. It's already here. I can't believe it's here already. We're excited to get into conference play. We're excited to be able to start playing at home pretty soon. We have Austin Peay and Murray coming up, and they're going to be big games for us. Those games will be on the road, and then on April 8th, the first home game for EKU will be against SIU Edwardsville, a conference opponent. The stadium not ready for what had been scheduled to be the opener against the University of Kentucky. That game to be made up. You went to Memphis, lost two close ones to Memphis, beat St. Louis twice last weekend. And I know you've told me, and Jane Worthington has said the same thing, that defense has been the problem. You haven't been on your own dirt to really prepare. Yeah, we have had a lack of solid defense, and that's really the result of not being on our field, I think. But now that our field is complete, we are going to be on our field, and taking some ground balls on dirt is really going to help us. Rachel Minogue has hit the ball well. Rachel is hitting the heck out of the ball right now. She's having a great year. She's a sophomore. She had a great year last year, and she's going to continue to have a great year this year, I think. Johnrika Alston leads you in home runs with 5. Others have hit them. How much is the home run ball part of softball, or is it more of a move the runners base to base kind of game? It's a little bit of both. We always love home runs, but softball is a short game. But anytime we can get a home run, that takes you out of a game back into a game. It's one swing. Once the new stadium is ready at Gertrude Hood Field, what will be the fan and player experience like? It's going to be a much improved facility. Yeah, the dugouts are going to be great. There are restrooms in the dugouts, which is just like every other school now in the country. The dugouts are beautiful. You can see everything. The stands are great. I think the fan experience is going to be a lot better than what it was. Excited to get it going. I know, excited to play at home because you guys have been road warriors. You've been on the road for a long time, since the start of the season in February. Yes, to be able to play in front of your home crowd, and in front of your family and friends, and sleeping in your own bed on game day, I think it'll really be exciting to be at home. All right, thanks, Megan. Appreciate it. Megan Ink, the assistant softball coach at EKU. Keep up on EKUsports.com about the EKU schedule at home. We'll see you out at Gertrude Hood Field for Colonel softball. And when we come back here on Inside EKU Sports, we'll talk baseball with head coach Edwin Thompson.
Kids. No! Gene, you want me to help you clean up? No, I don't need you to do nothing for me. Get out.
I hope Mom's not asleep. It's awfully late for dinner.
Break it fast.
Thank you, sweetie. Who wants a cookie?
Jimmy John's.
Every day is a concept that few people can commit to. Every day requires a level of dedication that forces you to test your limits.
Every day I'll give back to the community because I draw strength from their support. Every day the sounds of your cheers will echo through my mind. Knowing that you have my back means I can always look forward.
Every day I'll be too tired to sweat and my bones will ache. Every day will provide me with the slight edge that I need to succeed. Champions are built every day.
Welcome back. We talk baseball now. The Colonels off to a good start at 12-9 against some tough competition, and they've done something they've never done in school history until now, and that is win 3 straight non-conference weekend series as you sweep Oakland, Coach Edwin Thompson, and Youngstown State, and get 2 out of 3 against Chicago State. Got to be happy where your team's playing.
Yeah, happy. I mean, obviously, anytime you win the series, that's the goal. Every single weekend, we want to win the series. But for us to beat a team from the WAC, it was a great series for us. We had a tough one on Friday night. We bounced back on Saturday and Sunday to win, at home, which was special.
Ben Fisher, a local kid out of Madison Central, has been ripping the baseball. Yeah. He's had 8 home runs.
Yeah, I mean, 5 home runs this past week, 4 games in a row. He's hit a home run, 15 RBI. Just kind of our leader, senior 4-year veteran, All-American type guy, special player that we have, and we're fortunate to have him, just his leadership on and off the field.
What makes him so good? Why is he such a good hitter?
Really, when we first got here, he was really undisciplined as a hitter. He's really become a better disciplined hitter. I think that's getting him better counts and better swings for him on the ball, where last year he was kind of swinging and missing a lot more. This year he kind of has more walks and strikeouts, so he's doing a better job at the plate discipline-wise, which gets him a better chances to have the ball.
Junior outfielder Daniel McFarland out of Louisville Male was injured a couple of games. You've got him back, and he's your leading hitter.
Yeah, I mean, we moved him to center field, and he's made some unbelievable catches defensively. He's really been a staple out there for us, and really at the plate, he can hit a home run, he can put down a base hit. He has really good speed, so he can steal bases, but he can really just handle the bat really well, which gets him a chance to get hit every single time up.
Your main starter, Jack Picos, is 2-2. Alex Hamilton out of the bullpen, 3-0, so getting some good pitching. I know this time early in the year, you always wonder about pitching in depth, and you play a lot of baseball games.
Yeah, we play a lot, so obviously Alex Hamilton's doing a good job out of the bullpen for us. I was able to really establish that role so far for this year. It's been good for him. And then, Jack Picos had a tough one on Friday night, but overall has been pitched really well. Been consistent for us, give us a good chance on Friday night to start the series off on a positive note.
You had a lot of home games, but in conference play, you lost at Belmont the series. Now you go on the road this coming weekend against Morehead State. So you'll have some midweek games, but we're getting into Ohio Valley Conference play now.
Yeah, this is what it's about. I mean, for us, we're 9 weeks in a row here of conference baseball, and that's exciting. That's what we want to do. That's our goal, to get to the conference tournament, to help put ourselves in position. And obviously, playing a rival. Last year we beat them 2 out of 3, and obviously they're going to come at us pretty hard. They're number 1 in our conference right now. They're in first place, so it's going to be a great series. We're looking forward to competing up there and hopefully come out of there with a series victory.
Great to be at Earl Combs Stadium. I know we've opened it up, and it's nice to have a new ballpark.
Yeah, it's been great. The fans have been awesome to come out, even with some cold weather. It's been really special for us to kind of have a home advantage, and we've done so far. Been playing pretty well there.
Once we see this show, we'll be done with the Northern Kentucky game. When can we see the Colonels at home next?
March 31st against UT Martin. Come on out Friday night. Be a great atmosphere. Looking forward to a lot of opportunities to come out and see the fans and the Colonels play.
All right. Hope we get good spring weather for that. Well, we're going to switch from baseball to a guy that can jump higher than anybody on campus, Tequan Claitt, a high jumper on the EKU track and field team.
You don't put lighter fluid on a guy's grill, do you? He's about to set himself on fire.
Whoa. Pretty fast.
Bam. Have mercy. Yes, I'm loving you.
Jimmy John's.
10 seconds to go. Harper coming forward. Moves in top of the key. 6 seconds to go. The 3.
John Dowd was on back-to-back OVC championship teams in 1959 and 1960, and he joins the 2016 class of the EKU Athletics Hall of Fame. As a baseball player, you hit, this is amazing how you hit. You hit the ball well. I want to get it right. .473 batting average, still number 2 all-time at EKU.
Well, you got to have a lot of luck to do that.
Well, you got to have a lot of skill,
I'm
too,
kind of
right,
amazed
Joe?
at that, too. And actually, it's only like 2 points. I found this out later. It's only 2 points below the all-time record of Eastern. I forget the name of the individual, but somebody hit .475. So that was a magical year for me.
What's your favorite memory at EKU?
You know, I thought about that when I got notice that I was going to be inducted, and there are 2 things that really stand out for me. One of them was winning. We won a lot of ball games when I was here, and I'm kind of a bad loser, so that made me very happy. We won 2 OVC championships, and we were runner-up the other 2 years. And the year that I was a graduate assistant under Turkey Hughes, we won the OVC that year. So the winning was a big part of my experience. And the other thing that really impressed me and stands out in my mind about Eastern was the culture of the campus. And it was really a kind and caring place. And I really appreciate that as I look back on it.
John, you have also been a champion after baseball, a champion for education, superintendent, education commissioner. You got into politics and advocated for education when you were at the State House. How did the formative years on campus here set your compass that way for adult life?
Well, I was, my mom and dad, neither one graduated from high school. And so when I came to Eastern, that was an opportunity for me to do something first generation in my family. And I saw what a high priority, what education could do for you. So I wound up having several degrees. I have 2 master's degrees and also a doctorate. And I'm proud of that because I didn't have a lot of formative training when I was young. You know, my children are all professionals now, but they had a lot of good guidance. And my mom and dad just didn't know how to do that. My mom was a waitress, my dad was a bartender. So Eastern really opened up the doors for me.
There's nothing more important than a solid education.
That's very true. I mean, that's one thing they can't take away from you. No matter what happens to you, no matter whether you're wealthy or poor, if you're well educated, that's a lot of satisfaction to that.
John, it's always good to see you.
Greg,
congratulations.
Nice to see you. Thanks again.
All right. John Drought, now in the EKU Athletics Hall of Fame.
EKU is the campus beautiful. The school of opportunity, where you are always welcome. And it feels like home. We're changing how we look, but our mission is still the same. To help you expand your knowledge, discover your passion, and unlock your purpose. Be a Colonel. Your time is now.
Welcome back to Inside EKU Sports. We have a lot of interesting stories to talk with Tequan Claitt about. He's a high jumper for the EKU track and field team. Number one, your stepdad, Chris Washington, played football at EKU, and that's how you ended up living basically on campus when you were a youngster.
Yes, sir. He brought me and my family up here around early 2000s, and I actually went to middle school at Madison Middle, right across the way from the university, and I went there my 6th grade year, and I think I moved to Lexington around my 7th grade year maybe, or my 8th grade year.
Right, so you high jump in junior high, but you also play football. You get an injury, you tear your ACL,
Yes, sir.
and that changes how you high jump. You don't high jump in a conventional way. Tell us about that.
I tore my ACL my sophomore year in football, so it made me do everything differently, and I don't think my left leg is as strong as my right, so I had to switch by the time track season came, and it throws off my steps a lot. But I'm getting used to it now, practicing and everything.
Doesn't throw him off much, though, folks. He jumps over 7 feet. You won both the OVC indoor and outdoor last year. You set a personal best this year in the indoor at 7 feet 1 3/4 inches.
Yes,
Get the silver medal. And so, how high can you go? What's your goal?
My goal is actually to have the school record someday, and me and my coaches is working at that, and hopefully I can get it soon. You've
made your shoes famous because there's an interesting story. You're in the OVC championships and your shoe falls apart, and rather than get new spikes, you went to athletic tape?
Yes, sir, I had to. I love the shoes, and I had a different pair of shoes there, but it wasn't the same type, and it was they were bulkier, so I had to stick with the New Balances.
And you use a mid-distance runner spike. You're not using the conventional high jumper spike, correct?
Correct, yes, sir.
Different, just what you like, what you're comfortable with?
Yeah, it's a lighter shoe, and the high jump spikes, they're bulky and yeah, they're pretty heavy actually. So
I've always wondered because, you know, as a kid, we go out in the backyard, put a pole up, and try to jump over it into some hay or something. And hey, I was glad if I could get over 2 feet. So what's the key to being brave enough and athletic enough to high jump at 7 feet?
It's just something I like to do. I think I get most of it from basketball, honestly, because I started high jumping late. So it's usually it's firsthand to me now. And I really don't think about the height usually. So that helps a lot, actually.
Tequan, good luck in the OVC outdoors. Keep jumping high.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And EKU track and field in action this weekend at the Raleigh Relays down in Raleigh, North Carolina. OVC championships, by the way, down in Jacksonville, Alabama in May. And we remind you, as always, to keep up with the Colonels all season long at EKUsports.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Keep an eye on the next baseball and softball games coming up at both Earl Combs Stadium and Gertrude Hood Field. And of course, spring football is underway as well. Busy spring on the campus at EKU. Hope you've enjoyed another edition of Inside EKU Sports. We'll see you again next week. Inside EKU Sports, brought to you by Jimmy John's. Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Jimmy John's, freaky fast, freaky fresh.